This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fart. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. And like the Tibetan master that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. Now let's get on to it. Devin the Dream Haney. And the prediction king strikes again. Devin Haney told you guys. Listen, man. I fucked up the super duper hype job variation, i.e. Teofimo Lopez. Let me say it again. I fucked up the super duper hype job variation, i.e. Teofimo Lopez. Every round is scored. Now I see. See, like Tupac said, dog. You and I know the truth, dog. You and I know what's going on, dog. I know you ain't talking, dog. Devin Haney put it out there. Lest y'all forget. Unless I have to remind y'all. Once a super duper hype job variation, always a super duper hype job variation. He exposed Teofimo Lopez. This is why Devin Haney said, listen, when a super duper hype job is done getting exposed by the likes of Vasiliy Lomachenko, see, this reminds you of the lion and the dog parable. Lions, they don't supper with dogs. They eat them. Let me say it again. Lions don't supper with dogs. They eat them. It's just like Achilles. I was just watching the movie Troy. Achilles and Hector were fighting. And in the fight, Hector was talking about, if one of us were to die, we would want to have a memorable, monumental death, memorable, monumental funeral. And Achilles said, lions don't do packs with men, dog. Woo, what I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? Well, lions, they don't pack with men. And there's a reason for that. And see, that goes back to what Vasiliy Lomachenko was talking about. He was channeling his inner Achilles. Because the bottom line is, he is the lion to Teofimo Lopez's a chihuahua walking behind the damn fence. Super duper hype job variation self. So when you sit here and you listen to Devin Haney saying that he exposed the likes of a super duper hype job variation, that's because they don't even believe in him. This is not the first time we've heard another peer at the 135-pound division talk about the super duper hype job variation in this instance. Gervonta Tank Davis said the same thing. If Teofimo Lopez can't land his power, he's going to get outboxed. Let me say it again. If Teofimo Lopez does not land his power, he's going to get outboxed. So what you're seeing, which is a continuum, is guys at the 135-pound division understand that Teofimo Lopez, at his truest and his most prosperous levels, only has a puncher's chance. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. When you look at Devin Haney and you look at what he brings to the table, this guy right here telling you that he exposed the likes of a super duper hype job variation for 12 fucking rounds, beat the shit out of him. That explains why when he chin checked Teofimo Lopez, he was like this. A little mouse crawling right back into the fucking hole. Let me say it again. A little mouse crawling right back into the hole. He didn't have nothing to say because he knew he got beat the fuck up in sparring. See, this is what Devin Haney does to these types of individuals. Because once a super duper hype job, always a super duper hype job. And that's why Devin Haney said, after the super duper hype job gets exposed, I'm going to fight Loma next. Because truth be told, the difference in the dichotomy between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez is Loma actually picked Teofimo Lopez, but Loma ducked Devin Haney. Let me say it again. Loma picked Teofimo Lopez, but Loma ducked Devin Haney. And that out here in these boxing streets, for the real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets, it gives Devin Haney this credibility. That's why Devin Haney has the swag that he has. Because the guy that's supposedly the guy at 135 ducked him for a WBC French fry belt. Again, that's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. So when Devin Haney looks into the camera and says, I beat the shit out of the super duper hype job variation, there's facts behind it. Because when he ran up in front of Teofimo Lopez and bitch made his ass, Teofimo Lopez was like this. a snithering mouse, i.e. super duper hype job variation that didn't have nothing to say. And he went and he sat his ass back down and he went on higgity fucking hush ass. See, you gotta look at a fighter and test a fighter's temperature. Fighters like to test each other's temperature when they go face to face with one another. This is why these face to face moments are very crucial. Because a fighter could know in the face to face moment if he's dealing with a real one or if he's dealing with a once a super duper hype job, always a super duper hype job. When we look at Teofimo Lopez, we see a fighter that come October 17th, Vasiliy Lomachenko is going to keep the foot on the what? On the next. Vasiliy Lomachenko is going to keep the foot on the what? On the next. That's what lions do to dogs. Remember, bottom line is this, and here's the caveat. Lions, they don't supper with dogs. They eat them. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.